That's enough. But when we went there, I went with my son and my godson who's sitting in the audience right now, and I said, look, here's your ice cream, right? Popcorn, now be quiet because I'm going to watch the movie. Sure enough, bang, there's a wall. And then 2 seconds later, do you mind reading quietly? And the 2 7-year-olds go, what's that word? Oh, galaxy. All right, quiet. For me, Star Wars has always been, people ask, you work on Star Wars, is it cool? Yes. What's cool about working on Star Wars is the fact that you get your own toy. Right? And I remember the first day when we were shooting at Fox Studios, and they said, Jay, after you finish doing this, we need you to go back because they're going to scan you for your toy. Sorry, because I just wanted them to commit themselves to that, that you're going to scan for your toy. And I went back, and there was this room that was like a 4-poster bed that you stood on, and I was in costume, and you just struck a pose. A bit like Anthony Daniels did in his speech, where you just strike a pose, and they were just scanning. And I just sat there and went, I hope this is going to be a toy. Because, as an actor, you are the lowest form of life in making this film. So you just don't ask for anything. And then you sit in a seat and they scan your head so that you could, not look like Natalie Portman when the toy comes out. I was very, very surprised when a man from Hasbro turned up and said, we have your toys, would you like to sign some? And I went, excuse me? Because I was filming in New Zealand at the time on a movie and on a television series. He pulled it out and there was the Captain Tycho toy. Now, dogs around me heard me scream because, you screamed so high that nobody heard you, but the dogs were going, and then everyone from the film came down and said, well, what's going on? What's all this? And I went, it's my toy. I went, what? It's my toy. From what? From Star Wars. And I went, what? And then they thought I was lying, and they opened it up, and there it was. It wasn't something like, Barbie and Ken that I sort of jammed together and went, there it goes. It was actually real. And, it was sad but happy at the same time because in the looks that the other cast members had given me, there was respect all of a sudden. They just whispered, oh, you must be really good. They made a toy out of you. Oh, yeah. So I suppose you're going to go over there and play with yourself. And I went, no. I'll leave the gun blasters later on. There are children in the room. But that's how it was. But for me, Star Wars is synonymous with a lot of things. I grew up in a family of 8 that we found. And we would spend most of our time around the table or around the kitchen, singing 8-part harmony songs. We grew up with all the, Jacksons, and that's Jackson 5 before the plastic, the Osmonds. I used to love Michael Jackson, because before he turned into something else, and he used to sing, out of my life. I thought he had a full stomach because he had, out of my life. And it's shining curtain bright. I have my love for her like keeping tight. But I have to say, the person that taught me, and everyone in the back there has already realized that I'm jumping forward, how to perform on stage, the person that had taught me how to, you answer that, I don't know which is worse, the fact that, the phone was on, or the fact that you work for us. Work for us. Yeah, my love to your wife, tell her you'll be home early tonight. There was one man that taught me how to perform on stage. One man that taught me how to work a stage. One man that taught me if you curl your lip up like this, people just loved it. And when you talk to your audience, you go, thank you very much, thank you. I want to dedicate this song to my mama and my papa. And my girlfriend, Ginger. Hey, baby, how you doing? And what I wanted to do for you today, if those of you who have just arrived and never actually been to the show, is show you an example of how he taught me how to perform a show, how to work a song, how to actually perform a song to an audience.